Hello, Joe here, GoonerTube, and I'm sitting on a bench in Parliament Hill with these two lovely chaps here. We've got Aitch and we've got Dawse. Hello guys, how are you?
What's happening, mate? You good?
You okay?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
Good.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, good. Have you had a tough day at work, sir?
I've had a tough day at work and I don't want to talk about it. So let's move on.
We're going to be talking very quickly about the match that's coming up tomorrow, the Carabao Cup match against Leicester away. And there's a little bit to talk about because, for obvious reasons, there's going to be an obvious change of side. There's going to be a lot of players that are coming in who aren't normally featuring in the Premier League, but players who have been in the news recently, who we was discussing as we were walking up here, to the likes of Matteo Guendouzi, and even the likes of Ozil. You know, so first of all, H, how do you feel about the fact that Ozil or Guendouzi might feature in tomorrow's match against Leicester?
So it's crazy. It's crazy to think that someone like Ozil will have his first run out in the Carabao Cup game, and I just don't know if he's going to play him. I don't know what's happening. He has been training with us. I don't think that's what he wants to do. He says he wants to stay with the team, but I just don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if Arteta will play him. If he does, I'd like to see him get a run out. I'd like to see what he can still do. I don't know if he's got a future because I don't think he works hard enough for Arteta. So Arteta talks about everyone in the whole club working together. Is Ozil doing enough for him? Working hard enough for him? And on the Guendouzi front, has he forgiven him? He's kind of said a few things, and if we are looking to get rid of him, he's going to have to play. He's going to have to show something. So it'll be interesting to see who he picks.
Yeah. Dawes, any views on that?
No, it's
Is he covered it all?
Bang on. Bang on.
So anything else you want to add? Like, I mean, look, the Ozil thing is sort of ongoing, isn't it? Everybody's wondering when he's going to feature, if he's going to feature, why he's going to feature. Would it not be a perfect time now to put him in? At least give him some game time, let people see him and let people know that he's still playing for the club and he's still working hard.
Well, he's getting paid, so you might as well throw him on, didn't you? So
is he getting paid?
He's getting paid.
Yeah, fair enough. He's getting paid enough as well.
Exactly. So throw him in, get him working for it, and see how we go.
Yeah.
Good chance to get some youngsters in there as well.
Yeah. And the Guendouzi thing. I mean, do you think that with
he'll
everything
play.
that's going on there as well?
Yeah. I think he'll definitely play. Why not? To be fair.
Yeah.
He's another one needs to be thrown out there as well. Joe Willett, any Nketiah, I reckon probably start.
I've no doubt Nketiah will start.
Yeah.
And what about any of the others? Reece Nelson or?
Do you know what? Yeah, he's got a lot to prove still for me. You know, so
as is Joe Willett, really. I think.
Yeah, exactly. They need a good run of games. This is the thing. So Carling Cup's it's a good little tournament for him.
Carabao, I think. Carabao. Yeah. Where you been?
Yeah, but fair enough. We want these youngsters to get a run out, but if they're going to be on the bench for the big game on Monday against Liverpool, we've got to be careful. We don't want injuries there. Fair enough. You want to get people out and playing, but anyone that's in or around that main squad, we've really got to be careful because that's a massive game.
That was one of the first things you said when we were walking up here, was saying about the Liverpool situation.
Yeah,
everything's got to be. You don't want no injuries for Liverpool.
Yeah,
I mean, because
exactly.
they will like as Kaya put it in one of the reviews, they will steamroller us if we play like anything like we played the other night.
Yep.
For a start, and if we've got any big injuries, I think it will pay, won't it, against a team like Liverpool?
Well, if even like in the game against West Ham with Tierney out just in the warm-up and Kolasinac in, that just changed how we played, how we brought the ball out from the back.
Yeah.
And you got to remember that we beat Liverpool at the end of last season. We were extremely lucky, and then we did them in the Community Shield on penalties. They're going to want some comeback. They're going to be at us. I think that front three of Liverpool are going to be at us. They're going to be on it, and they're going to want us, I think, on Monday.
I mean, do you think a good run in this cup will be good for? I mean, I ask you a silly question, but it would be good, wouldn't it, for a team like Arsenal, especially if they're going to keep the youngsters playing and keep those. You know, and there's another question I'll ask in just a second regarding that team. But do you think that would be a good idea to get a good run in this competition?
Yeah, of course, hopefully give everyone a chance, keep them ticking over as well. Keep the morale high as well, especially like he said, he don't like to lose games, so winning mentality, you know.
Yeah.
I don't see why we can't go there and win, because unless they're going to put out a strong team, you just don't know, do you?
Well, they're gonna still want to get up the league, aren't they?
We've still got the FA Cup, and we've still got the Europa League as well.
Yeah.
As well as the league.
Yeah.
And the squad is quite big, but Carabao Cup as well, this has got to be at the bottom of his list.
Oh, it will always be at the bottom of the list,
Yeah.
but is this a good opportunity to, Wenger always used to do that, didn't he? Always used to stick really, not weakened sides, but he always used to like try out the kids and put in the reserve goalkeepers, which is what I was going to come to, and that is, obviously, we've just bought Runnison, right?
Yep.
And he's untested, untried at this level. It's still, even the Carabao Cup is still going to produce teams that are going to play us that are of a very, very good level. And we found that out before, especially at home. When I think we got knocked out by Southampton once, when everybody thought we would win it, and they came and they beat us, even though we still had a good, strong side out there. So, do you think he'll shove someone like Runnison in straight away to the side, even though he's untested and untried, or do you think he'll put one of the other reserve goalkeepers in?
I think he'll go with Runnison. I think the new guy comes straight in for the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon. And once again, it is a trophy, isn't it? It is another cup.
Well, the thing is, it has surprised us as a club before, in a sense that, as supporters, that we've got all the way with weakened sides before. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but we have got all the way with younger sides, and very nearly got there and done it. And it was only at the last minute then he suddenly changes the side and wants to win it, so we put in a much stronger side at the end. But I can't see any reason why they wouldn't want to put a load of kids in. If we get knocked out, we get knocked out. But if they want to prove themselves, they can hopefully progress a couple of rounds at least.
Do we have that pipeline still, though? Because most of those kids are now really close to the first team. I don't know now, but it'd be nice to see maybe some new talent that we haven't before.
Yeah.
In there with some of the older guys as well, and just to see where the future was.
It'd be interesting to see how Runnison performs, wouldn't it? Even at this Carabao Cup level. Yeah.
Even William Saliba, he just remembered him now.
Actually,
good chance for him to have a little run out as well, see what he's about.
Yeah.
So, actually, that's a great point, because he needs to acclimatise to the league. Actually, I completely forgot about him. Yeah. Definitely get him to start. Yeah.
Did he not start the other night? I think he started the other night for
the under 23s.
The under 23s.
Okay.
Was it? Yeah. So I mean, he's obviously getting game time.
Yeah.
I think what you just said is right, though. I think shoving him in would probably be a good idea. But having said that, would Arteta risk him playing the Carabao Cup if he is going to feature in the first team and he wants him to feature in the first team, or do you think he will quite rightly put him in?
I don't think Arteta thinks he's ready for the first team just yet. Even though it's a big lot of money on them, he's still pretty young. I'm surprised he even put Gabriel in. So this is the perfect place for him to learn what English football's about.
Yeah. And going on the other night, I mean, it was a little bit of a come down, wasn't it, from the week before? You both did reviews and you both pretty much sort of cross talks when it came to the same sort of thing, and that was that we came down to earth with a bit of a bump, and it was only after a little while we started to show a little bit of class and whether we say we got lucky at the end or just the class shone through, and that is that to win games ugly, to win games like that, is something we haven't done in a long time. We've got used to this sort of, like you were saying, Dave, about peeping through your fingers.
Yeah.
Because in a game like that 2 years ago, we probably would have drawn it or even lost that game. They would have scored late on. I mean, so what's different, you think, this year? What do you think is really going to drive the team on to win games like that we really deserve to lose?
Just think the options. Obviously, people coming off the bench as well. Now, I think Arteta's got a lot more tactical knowledge as well. Players know what they want, what he wants them to do. I think Eddie Nketiah as well, coming off the bench, he needs a chance. He's taking his goals as well.
Yeah.
So it's just for me, it's just about creating chances for the people coming off the bench and working hard as a team.
For you, H?
For me, Joe, it's all about Arteta. It's all about him, because he's come in and the way he's talked about that team is what the whole club, everyone's working his way. He said it's his way or you're out, and everyone's working harder. He's organised us, and that's a team battling for each other. And for me, if he installs that in our team, we're going to go far, and that's how you win ugly. Everyone working hard when the creative things are not working, when the little 1-2s are not always working. If you're all battling, then you've always got a chance.
No, I agree. Absolutely agree. Sorry, Dave, I cut you off right at the end there. I think you was about to say something else there. What was you going to say?
I can't remember what I was going to say.
No, it's been one of them days today.
It's been a long one. It's been a long old day today.
Well, we've got hashtag Dawse going on now, so we're going to have hashtag Aitch. I think it's going to be happening fairly soon.
Oh, really?
So if you want to find, so hashtag AITCH for H. This is Dawse, that's H. I'm Joe. You've been watching GoonerTube. We've been doing a review of the match against Leicester City in the Carabao Cup. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one. Probably for the review. Actually, we'll probably do a review of that game as well, and then you'll catch us on the next transfer show, and then the reviews of the game against Liverpool. So we'll see you soon. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks.